want to check it out too. Okay, so we're going to create a design which is going to go onto just making sure we're all connected. We are. We're going to create a design that's actually going to go into a book, but I'm going to do it as an Instagram post size so that we can actually share that to promote the book. This is a friend of mine who is doing a planning, not a friend of mine, client and a friend, I suppose. We've become friends because we are now in our second project together. She put out a book. She has survived cancer 4 times, and it's Maneuvering the Storms of Life is the book. And she's going to be doing a workbook or playbook or something along those lines, participant guide type item where people can journal their way through the reading of the book and their own thought patterns. So one of the things that she would like is to have a couple of graphics in there that are going to go with a poem that she's putting in and a prayer at the end. So for the prayer, she basically said she wanted something with maybe praying hands and doves or wings or somehow something that. So I'm going to look up doves first. Okay, so it was like kind of like this one. It's going to be in black and white. So we don't have to worry too much about the colors, but we'll probably design a few different patterns, a few different ones. And we're not going to use any of the graphics that move. Those are GIFs because it's going to be printed into a book. And this is a video, so this is showing all. Instead of showing all, what we're going to do is we're going to pop on over. Are you seeing my screen? I just wanted to make sure. Lisa, is it good? Okay. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to pop on over here and just tap on graphics because I don't want anything that is moving and all of that. So look, there's even angel wings here. So first I'm going to pop that one over because I kind of like it. And we're going to add another page. And I'm going to go to the angel wings because I want to see what's there. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. I'm just going to pick a few that I like. I kind of like that one. Now remember, if you don't have the pro version, you would have to pay for these items. You can still use them, but you pay per item. It doesn't take long to get 12 items, or 15 items. I can't remember how much it is right now for Canva for a month, but I think it's between $12 and $15. So I would go ahead and if you're going to use a lot of the pro items, you can think about that. Go back up, Halo Heaven, Devil Horns, Rest in Peace. We don't need any of that. Feathers, Crown. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so I want to go back to where we were. I don't see a back button. Oh, it is there. Oh, there's one there. But there's no back button to go back to where we just were. That would be nice if there were. Hey, Canva, would like a back button. I'm going to go back to clear that. Okay, and now we're going to do praying hands. See what comes up here. Okay. And again, we're doing graphics because they print better in books. And we can do colored, but they're going to come out in grayscale. So I'm just choosing a few different things, and then we're going to put them together over here and see what we come up with. Okay. I kind of like this one. And it's kind of like, yeah. Putting that over there to simply have them on top of each other like that. Oh, I see this has tattoos. I'm not sure that my client would like that. So I'm going to duplicate this page and then change out this one to something else. Let's try this. I don't think I can just replace it. Sometimes you can pull them in and replace it. Doesn't really do it that way. So we're going to just go ahead and remove this one, tap on it and delete it. And then I'm going to pull these up so that they're kind of in the middle of that. I'll make them a little bigger. And then what I think I would like to do, not really liking this. We could change the transparency so that you can see the wings behind it, but I'm almost thinking I want it the other way around. Let's pop that to the back. Go all the way to the back with that one. And then we're going to take the wing transparency down a little bit instead of the other way around. So now I'm pulling this down to just kind of look at the lineup and the alignment. I'm kind of liking that alignment. I'm going to try positioning this backward again just to see what it looks like. Okay, and forward. All right, and now what I'm going to do is take the transparency of the wings down so that it's then kind of transposed on top of. What do you think, Miss Lisa? Okay, so now if I wanted to have like a softer edge or something down here on the bottom, I could actually put this into a circle, the hands. So let me duplicate that and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here, yeah, we've got that one. We'll leave that there. We're going to move this to the back to get it out of the way. And then that pulls this forward. And I don't want to pull it forward. I want to go over here and I'm going to go into frames, frame. And what I'm looking for is the photo frame. So I'm going to go through here to find photo frame. That should bring up all the ones that are photos. It's bringing up all these others. That's not really what I'm wanting. I'm kind of wanting that, only a different shape. So let me try putting in frame again here. And let me see if I can find frames in the all. There we go. Sometimes you got to play around with what you're looking at. So this is the all. Oh, because we were on graphics before, so it wasn't bringing these up because they weren't graphics. Ta-da-ta-ta. All right, so I want to find something with a little bit of a, maybe an oval shape, something along that lines. And I kind of want an oval that is horizontal. You could try this, but I don't know if it works to use that. So let's try that. Turn it sideways and see if this is a usable item. So we want to go 90 degrees. 90 is always up. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going bigger at the top. And I believe we're going to have to do something here. So let me position this backward. Now we have these hands in here. If I just simply bring these hands in, you're going to see what it does. It's basically going to fill up the whole piece. It's not bringing them in, which means I'm going to delete those and go back to my graphics and the praying hands. And we should have things that were used recently, but I'll put praying hands in first. Should show the one that we recently used at the top, but I'm not seeing it. Let's just X out of all of that. There we go, recently used. I pulled that over, but it is not throwing it in there. It may not. Might not let me put it in the circle. Nope, it's not going to let me. So what I want to do, I'm going to do on another page. I'm going to go ahead and bring this on over. I'm going to get it to the size that I want. So I'll go there. Now I'm going to actually download this. I'm going to bring this down because I want it towards the bottom. I'm going to download this whole thing, and I'm actually going to make this a little bit smaller. The reason I'm making it a little smaller is because I actually want side space so that I can have above open space, and I will be able to manipulate this the way I want to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this whole page, page 5, and download it now. So I am downloading, download, here's download, right? And I'm going to go here to only page 5. Select pages. It auto selects all of them. Unselect, go to 5, tap on there, do done. And now I'm going to download it with transparent background. Another item that you do have to pay for. It's a paid feature. I'm downloading that with a transparent background. Now, what that's going to do is have the design here downloaded, and I did not title it, so I'm going to go title it real quick and download it again because this is a habit I'm working on getting out of. So, praying hands, transparent. So you kind of have to know where you're going with your design. I'm going to go ahead and again share and go to download. Select the pages. I have to scroll up to get that to show. I only want 5, so I need to deselect all the pages. And now just go choose 5. Do done. Transparent background on. Downloading. Okay, so that is downloading. Now I'm going to go to uploads and I'm going to upload it. Actually, I'm going to do one better. I am going to go and create a folder and upload it into the folder. Folders, and I want to do a new folder. Okay, so this is for clients. I'm just going to put her name there and participant participant guide. Okay, I'm not inviting her as a team member. I don't know if you're seeing all of that. Folder is empty. I'm going to go ahead and open to select files, and I'm going to upload the one that I just downloaded. What did I call it? All right. Praying hands, I think. Yep. Praying hands, transparent. Okay, I have that up. And I'm uploading that. And you see that it has a transparent background here. And now when I try to bring it over into this circle, you're going to see that it loads in there. Okay, and this is what I was talking about where I wasn't sure that this was going to work because the image is not in the right position. And I think it's going to do the whole thing. Yes. So this oval circle will only do images that are vertical. So we're going to delete and delete because I really want a horizontal. So we're going to go back to frames. Elements. And go slide on down till we find frames. Charts, frames, here we go. See all. Search frames, and I'm going to put oval. So hopefully it's going to bring the ovals up. There we go. There's the horizontal one that I want. That one has a border on it. These ones don't have borders. So I'm going to choose one without a border. Okay, so I'm going to make it bigger. Here like a so. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back to that folder and grab that upload that we just created. Okay, I'm going to pull that on in. All right. Now, we want to pull that up because my goal here was to soften a little bit the bottom and give it a little bit of shape. Okay, so we're going to accept that and it gives it a little shape. I want it to maybe have a little bit more. So I'm going to try making that picture even bigger so that it pulls in a little more of the shaping. There we go. And I just wanted to give a little bit of shape to that. So you may have to play with, what kind do you want? What is it you're looking for, really? Let me see if I can bring those sides in. Doesn't look like this one allows me to play too much with that. Yeah, it's not allowing me to choose just the side and stretch it out. So, but we have added a little bit of angle and you can kind of play with it. You could actually do a couple of layers and really get those angles on there by layering them on top of each other. So I'm going to go here this time and I'm going to take that positioning down. I'm going to take the top color down instead of the other way around this time. So now we have a couple of different options. We have this one and we have this one. And now I'm going to duplicate that so I can play with it again. And I'm going to put different praying hands in there. So I'm going to go back to elements. And I'm actually going to probably delete this one and I'm deleting that because I want to put an upright one. And let's try putting some praying hands in there. Go grab those praying hands again, the same ones. And then I'm going to try it with a different one. Okay. Okay. Double tapping in order to open it up so that you can. Okay, so now we get the problem of it going beyond the edge. You can tell it's going beyond the edge because it starts to get lighter there. Let me enlarge that so you can see it a little bit better. Probably should have done that a while ago. Lisa, make sure that if you need to tell me anything, you just unmute and tell me because I'm not checking any kind of chats. Okay, so now I'm trying to change the size of that. Okay, there we go. It's not wanting to get smaller. Because I was at the bottom already. So you can move it by shifting it with your item here. So I'm going to shift it till I see it start to give. Oh yeah, this is more what I was hoping for. So, all right. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Just to kind of give us that opposite kind of direction and have these be. Now, the distance of these is too great for what I want to do. So I'm going to go to the one on one side and put that there. Okay, because that's kind of the size I want. I'm combining them together to make one graphic. Now, what I'm going to do is actually tap on there. It's not going to let me take the side down. I wanted to crop out just the side. It won't let me do that. So that means I have to do one more thing, which is take this, and you know what we did before? We're going to actually replace these with this one that we just did. We're going to grab this and copy it, take it to the next page. I pasted that. That's from my other thing. Not what I want there. I want this there. Okay, and so we're going to make this bigger so that it pretty much fills the whole page. So this graphic is larger and we can then use it. So we're going to go like that. Doesn't matter that I can't see down below because I've got the guidelines, and it's just putting that on there as a full page. So I'm going to pull it down. I might want a little space underneath to maneuver, so I'm going to go about like that, and then pull it down a little bit so you can see. And now we're going to download this one again as our new graphic. So this is how you can modify the graphics that are there and they're not quite what you're wanting. Okay, so now I'm going to download this one, and we're downloading page 6. Okay, so page 6. Just going to page 6. Done putting on the transparency, downloading. And now we're going to upload that into our folder. So we're uploading. Goes to the 3 dots within the folder, and then you'll see it on here. We're downloading or grabbing it. I don't think you can see the pop-up window when it happens, but maybe you can. Brain Cans ones. This is our edited one with the curves, which is what I wanted. Okay, so now I can now pop this into this graphic here. Let me duplicate it just so that we have that as an education or whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to take this off because I've created the shape that I wanted. And now all I need to do is grab over the one that I want with the shape. Now you'll see I have handlebars here on the side, which means I can actually delete one of those hands just by cropping it down. Okay, so now I can do the sizing, and what I want to do is I want to line that up. It's pretty good. It's actually about what I want for sizing anyway. So now I'm going to bring in, I can duplicate this. I don't even need to bring it in again. So I'm going to duplicate just this. I can actually option and pull, and it will automatically duplicate it. Okay, now I could flip this and use that one, or I could just undo that, and I'm going to duplicate it again, just right in place. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste it. So it's pasting it almost in the same spot. I'm actually going to put it right on top of it. And then what I'm going to do is reveal this side and cover up that side. So now I have each hand independently, and I know that they're lined up because I've done them. So I'm going to pull it on over here. So now it's lined up where I want it. It's at the same height as the other one. And I can always double check those by grabbing both of them and then checking the positioning and making sure they are aligned on the bottom, which they are. Okay, so there is the created design. And then what I'm going to do is go grab one more element. Since this book is for, go to elements, I'm going to breast cancer. I want to grab the ribbon. Do they not have cancer ribbons? Maybe they do. Cancer ribbon. Oh, they're within the frames. We're in the frames. Did you see that? We're in frames here. So I need to back up. There's the backup right there. Search anything. Okay, so now we can do ribbon, breast cancer, and then we should get some ribbons. Okay, I kind of like this one. And we're going to go ahead and throw that into this design somehow. Yeah, I think I'm pulling it on down into here. I'm going to make it a bit smaller and actually put it down in here where it's just kind of saying, we love you. We love you. Okay. So, and I'm going to actually duplicate this page because I'm going to give her one without it and one with it. So the with it will be used maybe on the back cover or something, and the one without it will be used in the book because, or I could actually change the colors so that they are all grayscale. So let's go to edit image and see if it, oh, there we go. We can actually do this here. So that's the darkest one. So we're going to go darkest, next darkest, and then the lightest color. Oops. The next darkest didn't take. So let's try that again. There we go. So now there's the grayscale one for her book. And that will be underneath a prayer thing. I'll probably do another one that has a different, totally different shape of prayer in case she, so she can see the difference. So we're going to go ahead and take these two and delete them and go back to elements, clear this, praying hands. I do want it to look somewhat like a woman's hands. Something along those lines. Doesn't really look like a woman's hands, does it? I wouldn't say. Da 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 da. It is the hold music. How about this one? Not sure what to think of it. What do you think of it, Lisa? Let's position that to the back. And let's take our transparency off. So now we have the hands come. Okay, that I like. I think it needs to be higher though, the hands. So I'm going to lock this. Yeah. So I'm going to lock this because I don't want that to, oops, that was locked. I want to get to the item behind it. There we go. What I'm doing is I'm gliding my mouse over it till I see it show up, and it's behind there, so it's not really showing up. It usually does though. Okay, so I'm going to unlock that and move it on back. Da, 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 da. Position backward. Grab these hands, make them higher. About like so, maybe. Position to the back. Yeah, like that better. And then I can pull this heart up and have that be the center of attention. Dun, 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 dun. Like so. Not 100% liking that. I want that shape to more be, there we go. Just looking at the other lines that are there and lining it up with the lines. And I may actually twist it just a little bit to be able to align, yes, that with that. Now, if I wanted to have, say, these wings not show up behind it, and I wanted them to show up as a heart, I could actually do a heart here and find a heart that's sort of shaped like this one. and pop it in there behind. It doesn't have to be exact, but it does need to be filled in. So I need graphics, and I need a solid. Let's try solid. Take away the outlined ones. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. This looks pretty close. Okay. I'm gonna take this on down and make it smaller. And then we're going to give it white, because that's the paper color. And then we're going to position it backward so that that heart is on top of it. And then I'm going to change the size of it to be more what I want it to be. So let me pull this in so you can see what I'm doing. All right, editing the size so that it's kind of lining up with the bottom there. And then I'm going to line it up with the top. Like I said, it's not the exact same shape, but I'm not actually after it being the same shape. I'm just after creating a cutout space for that to sit in. Okay, I think right about there. Okay, and that will make it look like that. What do y'all say? Okay, so now I'm going to download this particular one. And I think I am good to go. So I'm going to change the name of it. I'm going to add a page name so it shows up when I download it, I believe. Let's find out. Graphic Honda book. This is option 2. And then I'm going to do this one. Graphic Honda book 1. Okay, so I'm going to download 6 and 8. And I'm okay that that color is as it is, because when it prints, it will actually print in grayscale, but I could change it again like I did the other one. Go ahead, and it's under the share icon, which to me still feels funny. That is where they have moved it to. I'm going to do transparent background, so it gives me more flexibility from within the printing. And I'm going to do 6, Graphic Tanja Book 1, and 8. And I'm going to go ahead and download those. And they will download into a zip folder because I'm downloading more than one item. And then when I open the zip folder, each of the items will be named what I named it in the page name. So that page name works really well when you're downloading a group of things and you want to delineate between 1 and 2 of them and not have to name your files once you download them to your computer. Boom. Okay, so I think we are done with today's demo. I hope this has been helpful for you. I know it sure has been helpful for me because I got some work done and got to be here with you guys. So double the dash. Again, we are over in a Clubhouse. So if you'd like to join us over there, you're welcome to come on over and do that. Alrighty, I can grab that again, but probably don't need it. We're going to be back again next week for our next live online learning. Learning can be fun. And come and join us in the Canva Creator Circle. You can work on your own things, or you can create live with us on Clubhouse, and we'll be happy to see you. I am now ending this live stream.